Might be on the cards again.
Well, Jimmy Case sitting on the fence a little bit there. We might be able to coax this fella off the fence. I hope we will anyway. Des Lynham, a Brighton fan from way back.
Long time ago. There was no fences here when I first came here. I was 8 years of age behind that goal there. We came with a neighbour with his daughter, and in the kick-in, she got the ball right in the face, went down. We were dragged off to the first aid. I saw precious little of the game, and I always say it's the first time I remember that a woman's headache got in the way of a lot of fun.
Right, now, what about tonight? Would you like to be up there on the terrace tonight?
I wouldn't mind. It's a wonderful atmosphere, and it's nice to see it. You know, it's a big occasion again for the town and for Brighton. I see the mayor's quoted in the local paper and the local MPs quoted in the paper. I wish they'd get together and help this club find a new ground so that we can enjoy another 50 years of good football, because the ground's not good enough anymore. But a super atmosphere. It's going to be very, very tough tonight. Liverpool are difficult to catch twice, as Jimmy Case has said, but my heart and everything else in me wants Brighton to win tonight. They can do it. It's not beyond the bounds of possibility.
Des, thanks very much.
Hey, Bob.
That's it, the scene's set. Everything's ready for the match, which kicks off in around half an hour's time. The pictures on BBC later tonight. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Bob, and of course the very best of luck from all of us to Brighton. And you can hear what happens during that match between Brighton and Liverpool by tuning into BBC Radio Sussex. There's coverage during a sports special starting at 7:25 on 1485 kilohertz medium wave and 95.3 FM.
Interesting to hear Des banging the drum for a new stadium for Brighton when he has the opportunity. Now then, it looks pretty cold out there, Mike.
It's pretty cold. I'm glad I'm not out there. Poor old Bob, he's a hero. Yes, it's been pretty miserable. And on a slightly more serious note, I suppose it's time we started being a little bit careful of some of the older people, because this cold is beginning to get into the houses. But at least it's not snowing here. If you look at the satellite picture, there's a fair-sized old depression there, based more or less on the tip of Cornwall, and it's been snowing there for much of the day, though it is moving away. And as the system just gradually creeps down into France, so the strength of the weather is dying out of it as well. So really, it's all systems staying as they are, very little change where we're concerned. Certainly there is a little bit of snow around, a little bit of sleety stuff. I don't expect it to do very much, thank goodness, but temperatures are close to freezing, so perhaps it would be wise to be just a little bit cautious. Tomorrow then, another cold day. The snow moving away, but staying cloudy, staying dull, staying cold. Thank goodness the wind is not very strong, but it's still in the northeast, and as I've said before, we've had about 7 days without sunshine. Any changes are going to be very, very slow.
You said it, thank you, Mike. Now then, the main news headlines this evening. Fighting is continuing between Iraqi and Allied forces on the border between Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. 7 Iraqi vessels are now said to have been sunk during what's being described as the biggest and most successful Allied sea operation since the Gulf War began. So that's the way it stands at 6 minutes past 7. A very good evening to you. We'll be back again tomorrow night at the same time. Bye-bye now.
Good night.
Wogan this Wednesday talks to the BBC's John Simpson, just back from the Gulf. Then at 7:35, Doogie Howser's looking cool.
Babe, you are looking bodacious.
At 8 o'clock, there's a frame-up in the waterfront beat.
Can I keep the photograph?
Then at 8:50, more viewers' letters and phone calls in Points of View. At 9:45 in QED, how panic attacks make the simplest task seem impossible.
It is 4 years since Debbie has attempted a train ride like this, and she is determined to go through with the 16-minute journey.
In Sports Night at 10:15, there's coverage of some of the day's FA Cup fourth-round replays, and there's highlights of World Championship skiing from Hinterglemm in Austria. And with the film For Pete's Sake at midnight, it's Wednesday night on BBC1.